Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Come, sir.
Give me a song. Hey, can I send you some videos?
Come.
I can send it to your Facebook.
Come. Message Mr. Walker.
Okay. All right, yeah. Give me one song and y'all be ready.
I'm sorry, guys.
We got Black, Latino, and Native American. When the Lord says that our kingdom is to come, as long as we follow the Lord's statutes and commandments.
I got the camera bag. I'm the cameraman. If shit get inactive, I'ma stand it down. We taking ground, call the ambulance. That shit go. Look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get, look, you got that, right, that shit go. If you got a problem, we'll handle it. Niggas acting hard, you better stand on it. We on every corner, we stamping it. You better get your life for this camp shit. We ain't playing around, there's no cowards, dog. If niggas charged up, you get powered up. Rude of speech, keep it raw. It ain't my fault that you niggas soft. It ain't my fault that these niggas frauds. It ain't my fault that them niggas rats. If your colors fly, you don't get that shit go. Look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get, look, you got that. Right, that shit go. Look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get, look, you got that. Right, that shit go.
Wanna go to war, gotta hop into the van. Tryna cut the scene is something you don't understand. Getting check for my betterment, better take it like a man. Nigga, how you walk away from camp? If you willing to die, you better be willing to stand. Take a trip around the world, see a bunch of corners held by them UPK niggas. All them UPK niggas go to camp. And I'm on Shamar head hanging out the car. Wonder when I pull up straight to the battlefield. And I'ma make sure niggas make it back home. Say, nigga, what you thought? Well, anything moving, I be on. Gotta remind them, we never like the niggas that you saw. If you hear back up, that'll be your last time to get out the way. The price to pay before.
That shit go.
Nah, for real though.
Look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get, look, you got that. Right. That shit go.
Nah, for real though.
Look. If shit go, look, you best get right, or you'll get, look, you got that.
Now I'm going to y'all talk right up. Who got go? The Father is here. The Father is here.
All right, clap it up. This the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Today is the Wednesday law class in Austin, Texas. If you got any questions, type them in the chat. We're going to get to them. What pages we live on right now, Tamaki?
We live on Austin, El Paso, and RGV, sir.
RGV, El Paso, and Austin. If y'all got any questions, type them in. We can get straight to them. There's a lot going on in the world, especially with RGV and El Paso. Our brothers, the Northern Kingdom and Mexico. It should be live on Mexico too. So they can come here and find out what's going on, because all this stuff that's going on right now is the Lord forcing us to have to turn back to each other. All these wars and rumors of wars are the thing that the Lord is doing to turn us back to one another, to fight for each other. Because for so long we've been standing and fighting with everybody else and loving everybody else. Before class started, it's Black History Month, and I do things with children. And this lady wanted me to do this thing with "We Are the World, We Are the Children." And I was looking at the song and I was listening to the words, and the words are about Black people. They're talking about how all hope is gone, how we oppressed, and how, you know, we gotta save our own lives. We gotta make the world a better place for you and me. And I was sitting there listening. I was listening and I was saying, the only reason you think this is for everybody is because they got a lot of different white voices in the song too. But when I think about being the world, John 3:16, I see how people can be confused. Because when you read the Bible as if it's a book for everybody, not knowing you are the world. You are the people that God chose. And now I see why this war is going on. I see why fighting is happening, because everyone wants to be the people that God chose. Tucker Carlson just went and talked to this man and told this man that how do the Jews claim to be God's chosen people without having any bloodline connection? If you're saying they're supposed to be connected to this land and respect it and get all this money and have all this protection in this land because they're the people, then why don't they have any history or any connection? Everyone wants to be you. And they have to stop us from ever seeing how we are the same people. That's why you see there's a constant fight on Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians right now. Right now, you see the Hispanic brothers being oppressed from Venezuela to Cuba to Mexico to being in America, you know, from North, South, and Central America. Black people are, the Native Indians are. We don't ever have the chance to look at our similarities and look at how much love we should have for one another and so much compassion, because we are constantly being slapped around having to fight for our lives. And I see what they're doing. They are constantly fighting us and having a war with us. So we can never see that they are the enemies, and we can never see that we need each other. You know, when you constantly fighting, it's like what they say about a serpent. Wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. A serpent, first thing is to get out of your way. But if it's backed into a corner, it'll rise up and bite your ass. It's like a cat. A cat don't want to fight you, but if you back them into a corner, it's gonna hit you with the skibbity paps. Well, that's Blacks and Hispanics. Our first thing to do is to get out your way, because we really don't want to. But now we so focused on fighting ICE and fighting the cartel and the government and the federales and the police and everybody else. We don't have the time to see the common love that we should have for one another, because we're in a constant struggle and a constant fight. That's why we are going to start to speak more about what's going on with our brothers and support them so that they'll know they are not alone. They're not the only ones going through it. We see it and we stand with them. That's why you see this shirt right here. It says, Orale, Viva la Raza. You know why? Because they're my brothers and we are the race. We're the greatest race ever. Black Hispanics, we're the greatest people on this earth. So today, we're going to go into that. We're going to talk about what's going on in Mexico. We're going to talk about the importance of following orders. We're going to talk about how people can be your friends today and be in the truth today. And then tomorrow, say, the hell with you. And that befuddles people that have so much loyalty. You know, people that's really in the truth, that really coming here to serve the Lord, it's strange to you to see how 1 minute somebody can stand by you and say, Yahweh Shema Allah Bahashim Yahweh Shah. How somebody can stand on the side of you and say, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, brother Thug, and salute you and hug you and take pictures with you. And then the very next minute, go out and marry an African. Go out and say, I don't love you anymore. You know, that is puzzling to you. Well, I'm going to give you some biblical stories to help you understand that lets everyone know that you are the people of God. All right? Any questions? You got to undo your mic. No sweat. Yeah, so many people are being confused right now, and it's alarming for us to be so close to the end with so much happening in your face right now, and the people that's supposed to understand it flee. They run away. They exit stage left. It lets you know that they were never really in here. That's what it lets you know, and it should encourage you, because you are enduring the hardship like a good soldier. And that's what this is all about. You gonna stand while the fake leave, while the fake run, while the people that's really not in here fold under pressure. You gonna stand. You good to go? While I'm waiting on him to get his mic together, I'm gonna read the scripture for me. You good?
Come.
Okay. You got any questions in here?
If you want to go ahead and get the scripture first, and then I get to the question.
No, we can start on the questions. I want to stay on topic when I get on those topics.
Okay, come. It's kind of a long question, but I guess I could start at verse 18 in the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 18.
Okay.
It reads, this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 18. And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague, wherewith the Lord will smite the heathen that come not up to the Feast of Tabernacles. So just in this particular scripture, is it talking about actual rain?
Yes. Okay, this is talking about when we in our power and in our rulership in our land, okay, right? Okay. So we in our land. Matter of fact, go up about 2 verses.
Yeah.
Go about 2 verses. I think it should be right there.
Verse 16. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 16. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from the year to year to worship the King.
So this is what's going to happen. Christ's going to come back, and he's going to make war with everybody. He's going to destroy all of our enemies. And he's going to destroy them in a mighty way, meaning he's going to destroy all of their power, which is their nuclear weapons, the things that make them superpowers and super nations to everyone else. He's going to destroy their missiles, their weapons. Speaking of destroying their weapons, give me that video I got. Let me show you. This is perfect. It seems like this is all just supposed to be here. Give me that video about destroying their weapons, because the Lord don't have to destroy the white man by destroying his weapons. You know, in your mind, you think that defeating the white man system, it has to be done through nuclear power, with a laser. It has to be done through the power of some type of military fight. The Lord will destroy the white man. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I want. The Lord can destroy them with very simple things. Play that video right there.
Ford aircraft carrier are refusing to attack Iran. Soldiers on the Gerald Ford aircraft carrier are refusing to attack Iran. The Wall Street Journal reports that the crew morale on the world's biggest aircraft carrier is so low that some of them are thinking about leaving the Navy and abandoning the mission. These sailors have been at sea since August 2025, and the ship's plumbing is now overflowing everywhere, with the crew even being advised to relieve themselves over the edge of the ship because pooping on board is no longer an option because it just comes back and floods. They're preparing for war. They're posting TikToks like this, mocking the Navy as the $13 billion ship floods full of shit. The ship had to make an emergency docking at Greece because sailors simply couldn't use the bathroom. And the plumbing won't get fixed until they get back to the U.S., which would take 2 weeks. And by the way, the commanders have already told these sailors, we're not going back until after the mission, which could take months. They've been on the ship for 6 months. They can no longer use the bathroom, and they're being flooded with bacteria while they sleep. Soldiers on the Gerald Ford aircraft carrier are refusing.
You so worried about the superpower of the white man and how strong he is militarily. And he can't even unplug the toilets on his super boat, on his super ark. He can't even stop the shit from flowing from left to right. They on the boat sleeping in shit. They sleeping in feces as they lay in on the boat at nighttime. They laying in piles of boo-boo. Everybody's boo-boo and piss is now, it's what they walk and step in and sleep in every day and night. And we're worried about the power of the white man. The white man has no power. But the Lord, our King, is coming back to destroy the little power that he thinks he has. So when he destroys them and they fall, then, read that part again.
Zechariah Khan. It shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which come against Jerusalem, even go up from year to year to worship the King.
Whoever we don't destroy, whoever don't die that's left, they're going to come up to Jerusalem from year to year to celebrate the feast days. That's what they better do. They better come and celebrate the feast days. They better come and pay tithes. They better pay their taxes. You know how you better pay your taxes? You know how if you don't join with the U.S., they put an embargo on you? You know how if you need something, you can't get it if the white man say you can't have it? If you need oil, you can't have it? Oh, if you need gas, you can't have it. If you need protection, you can't have it. Well, we're going to do that. We're going to be the superpower on the earth. And if you need rain, you can't have it. If you don't come to these feast days, if you don't do what our God say to do, we won't have to worry about you. We'll just stop the rain from coming over you. We'll stop we'll put it in embargo on you. Keep going.
Oh, Salagi, we got Mexico about to jump on too, sir.
Most High Christ.
Let me get the rest of that. Year to year to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
They better come up year to year to worship our King and the feast days. Keep going.
Verse 17. And it shall be that whoso will not come up to all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain.
Even on him, there should be no what?
No rain.
Y'all won't get no rain. Oh, y'all ain't coming to the feast? Okay. Don't worry about it. Who is Moab there? Nah, Moab ain't showed up yet. I ain't no sweat. No rice for you, Moab. You know, no sushi. We're gonna dry your land out. You know, you need rain for everything. Rain is very important. Without rain, you have a drought. And that's what's gonna happen. If you don't follow what our God say, if you don't come and worship the King, I'm gonna put an embargo on you. Keep going.
Verse 18. Oh yeah, verse 18. And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague, wherewith the Lord will smite the heathen that come up not to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
You hear that? You know what the Feast of Tabernacle is? It's a remembrance of when we stayed in booths. They gonna have to yearly go and remember what it's like to stay in booths. And if they don't come, then we're gonna take their rain. And then if they still don't come, we're gonna plague them with plagues. That's what's gonna happen to them. They're gonna get punished. They're gonna get the curses that we got in America. You understand?
I guess my question was the feast is basically not a high holy day. That's why they able to come to the feast.
No, they gonna come. They gonna keep it. Let me tell you, the Feast of Tabernacles is gonna be like Christmas. The Feast of the Unleavened Bread is gonna be like Easter. You know, the way that the world celebrates these holidays, you know, the white man's holidays, they are going to celebrate our holy days. They will have no choice. There will be one God, one faith, one baptism, one body, one everything. There will be no option to serve another God. You have an option here to serve another God. In our kingdom, there will be no option. You're going to do what we say or die. That's right. That's it. The nation that will not serve us will perish. And that's what the white man is trying to get now. The Jews are trying to do that now, the Jewish man. They're trying to live the kingdom that we're going to have under our king now without the king. So they're trying to run everything through them to where if you don't do what they say do, if you don't spend money with them, you know, and then they have a hand. The Israelis' hand is America. That's the Israeli strong hand. Well, we're not going to need anyone to be our hand because we're going to have the Lord of hosts. What does that mean? Christ, our King, is the King of God's army. Right. The Lord of hosts. Host is a military. And he's going to be over God's army. That's going to be his hand. Christ's going to say something, you don't listen, he's going to send the heavenly host. He's going to send the 144,000. He's going to send his military at you. And yikes. You're going to see blacks and Hispanics. You're going to look like you're going to like the Avengers. The superheroes going to be coming knocking at your door. Go ahead, Yaganai.
Precept out of one.
Go ahead.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 16, verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
You hear that? It said the nation and kingdom that shall not serve you shall perish and shall be utterly wasted. That's the judgment that's coming. That's in the Bible. We ain't making this up. Right. You see what I'm saying? So that's what's going to happen to anybody that don't get down with the program.
Damn right.
You good?
Okay.
Most time cracks. Anybody else? Any other questions?
I don't see any in the room right now, sir.
Okay. Give me that video. What is the video I sent you?
The ISUPK Columbus.
Yes, play that video for me.
Okay.
Did I send you any of those cartel videos?
Alive.
No, let me give you a good cartel video.
Mexico is done.
Okay, let me give you a good one where they give a good explanation about what's going on so you can really understand how evil this is. Okay. Yeah, this is a good one. All right. I just sent it to you. Let me tell you something. The white man thinks he's slick. And every time somebody got their hand in a pot of confusion, it's always Dumb and Dumber. It's always the Israeli and Donald Trump. It's always these two dumbasses standing together in stupidity because they know they have but a short time. They know their time is short and they know that, this is all about to come to an head. So they're trying to keep us preoccupied as they work behind the scenes to push their agenda closer. All right? Play that video for me I just sent you.
Oh, so like this, it might take me probably like 2 minutes. I got to copy and paste.
No sweat. I ain't in no rush. So let me tell you how evil this is. What they're doing is trying to stop Blacks and Hispanics from ever having time to turn toward one another to love each other. Because what you hear Blacks and Hispanics, you hear Black people saying, man, I was finna go to Mexico, but I ain't never going out there because they out there killing the tourists. They out there doing it. When this is a time where Black people would go to Mexico, spend money with Mexico, talk with the Mexicans in Mexico, connect with them, build relationships with them, and kind of bridge the gap. They like, hell no. You niggas ain't going to Cuba. You niggas ain't going to Venezuela. Y'all ain't going out to Mexico and building no bridge with them. They know this is vacation season. They know this is the time where we would all go out there, have drinks, and be merry. And they said, no, we not finna let you guys connect with each other. So what they do? They start wars. And they make it to where now we stay divided from one another. Now we don't talk to each other. We stay away from them. They stay away from us because they see what's happening out here in the States. And they say, oh man, forget them. They're not fighting for our brothers in the land, in the United States. We see what's going on in Mexico. We say, oh no, we ain't finna go get our heads cut off. We see what's going on in Venezuela. We say, oh, that's their problems. Donald Trump just dropped something on them, had them bleeding out their nose and their ears. They're trying to keep us apart. But what they don't understand is it's doing nothing but make us realize that we have a common enemy. Even though we're separate from each other, we agree that the white man is the devil. And we don't have to stand with each other to agree. We can agree right here on the internet, right here like we're doing on the stage, agree. They don't understand that what they're doing is God's plan. And it's perfect. It's perfect because it's pushing us together because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's what it is. They're going to make us start being friends because we're going to look at them as enemies. And they so arrogant and prideful to think that we'll never see them as enemies because we're constantly fighting and looking at the situation instead of understanding that this is just, this is the plan. Go ahead, you got it?
Come on.
Is what did the U.S. do? And does Israel have anything to do with it? You are not questioning. Hi, everyone. I'm sure you're all seeing the events taking place all over Mexico. And I'm assuming your immediate thought, given everything we have lived recently, is what did the U.S. do? And does Israel have anything to do with it? You are not questioning it in this way. You're still asleep. But for those of you that did immediately think this, I'm here to tell you that your questioning of this is correct. In fact, the US and Israel are precisely the reason why there is continuous civil unrest and now imminent civil war in Mexico. It has been confirmed that Israeli Mossad and or military has entered Mexico to train Mexican cartels on advanced weaponry and explosives, including how to chemically dispose of dead bodies. And not only that, Israel has been supplying weapons to Mexican cartels as well as providing their Israeli spyware technology in order to give cartels the upper hand on politicians, the military, their police forces, and the Mexican government as a whole. Let me say that again. Israel armed and trained Mexican cartel paramilitary forces as the cartels are using Israeli Paragon spyware technology to control the Mexican government and authorities, and this is the exact same spyware technology ICE is using on American citizens and immigrants. The worst part is, this is not new news. If you do simple research, you'll see that Israel has been training and arming cartels for quite some time now. There is literal documented evidence and even videotape footage of Israeli military training and arming the Medellin cartel in Colombia. In fact, they help train cartels to make people vanish in mass. I highly suggest you watch this YouTube video. Israel is notoriously known for arming major conflicts all over the world in our history because their mission and very existence is predicated on destabilizing the world while trying to make their terrorist ethno-state look like a thriving, civilized democracy that's got their shit together. They've armed militias in Sudan, the Congo, Rwanda, Bosnia, all experiencing genocides of their own as a result. They've even armed Haitian militias, where there is now extreme unrest and insecurity as gang militias are running the country and causing a humanitarian crisis. And do you understand that Israel supplied Russia while also supplying Ukraine during their war with each other? Now, why would Israel do that? And if you did your research, you'd know that this is precisely what they do and have been doing in Palestine. Israel arms ISIS-linked gangs and the Palestinian Authority to fight Hamas, when they've also historically propped up Hamas by funding and arming them to create civil unrest between Hamas and Yasser Arafat's Palestinian Liberation Organization, the PLO. This is literally Israel's global playbook. Destabilize to thrive. And don't think I forgot about you, United States of America, who not only permit Israel to operate the way they do, but you facilitate all of the destabilization in Mexico and practically every single destabilized region on earth. And remember how I just showed you that Israel trains cartels? Well, one of the convicted Israeli trainers whistleblew, exposing that they were tied to the CIA. And who do we all know by now is directly tied to the CIA? The Israeli Mossad, which is literally an arm of the CIA, FBI, ICE, ISIS, and everything in between. Oh, and did you know that the U.S. also trains the cartel? Yup. Now let's bring it back to what we're seeing today in Mexico. Let's put two and two together, everyone. Now, why would Israel arm and train Mexican cartels? So that they can optimally terrorize their own country and government, enough so that the corrupt Mexican government has no choice but to partner with the United States so that they can swoop in and save the day to look like the heroes that stabilized the uncivilized. But in this instance, the U.S. initially tried to distance themselves, where you'll notice that the U.S. gave all the credit to the Mexican military for killing the Mexican cartel leader, El Mencho, when in reality, it's been confirmed on the ground in Mexico that the U.S. Delta Force, a highly secretive Tier 1 Special Missions unit, El Mencho. That coupled with FBI Director Kash Patel's constant admission that he...
I don't know if y'all understand what he's saying, but let me just sum it up. The white man is creating damage. He's creating trauma. He's creating war so that he can come in and be the savior. That's what he has always done. He put drugs in your community so he can come and save your mother from your horrible drug addict father. He put liquor stores on every corner of your community so he can swoop in and save your mother from your alcoholic father. The white man put guns in your community so he can send the police in there to save the community from you hoodlum and you thugs in the streets. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. And the only thing that is going to save you from the white man is to be righteous. Because if you allow him to come into your community and do anything, he's going to create a situation where you are going to fall right into the trap where you just give him permission and the right to come and kill you and to make himself the hero. That is what they've always done. The Bible calls them the accuser of the brethren. You know why it calls them the accuser of the brethren? Because what they do is they give you the rock, you throw it and break a window, and you get in trouble. And then the question is asked, why did you throw the rock? You say, well, he gave me the rock. What did he say? I didn't tell you to throw it. I didn't tell you to throw it at the window. You could have skipped the rock across the water. You could have just threw it down at your feet. You decided to throw it at the window. And you have to know that's how he has always operated. The reason we say he's the devil is because he's a deceiver. He's a liar. And he acts like he's good and kind and he's doing things for your benefit or for your good. But you have to see this play is what they have always done and who they've always been. They've always gave you the rock. They've always gave you the crack, giving you the guns, giving you the thing to destroy you. This time, we're not going to be destroyed by the things he gives us. We're not. Keep playing the video.
Along with other agents, have been in Mexico performing operations against Mexican cartels, exposes everything we need to know. This is why you saw headlines start off like this, then morph to this, and are now reported like this. Because the U.S. did this with the help of their masters of destabilization, the terrorist ethno-state of Israel. And the thing is, the cartels all know this by now, which is why you are seeing the cartels all retaliate on a large scale across Mexico. They know that the U.S. didn't just provide the intel, but they were on the ground helping militarily. Remember how I said the U.S. Delta Force was behind this assassination? Guess who came out to play as a result? The Los Deltas, which is the elite paramilitary unit under the CJNG, the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, which has now been deployed against the Mexican government for colluding with the U.S. in the assassination of El Mencho. And yes, the Los Deltas are deliberately named after the U.S. Delta Force. The thing is, this is all a strategic play by the U.S. through and through, because they knew the cartels would react this way, causing a literal civil war, all at the behest and coordination of the U.S. and Israel. And what do the U.S. and Israel do best? They take the turmoil that they created in order to paint it as inner turmoil created by the drug lords and terrorists, so that the U.S. can now fully insert themselves militarily to carpet bomb whatever the hell they want while taking control of the Mexican government, thus securing any resources they need to boost the U.S. economy. And this is precisely why we say everything is connected and tied back to the shit starters of our planet, the terrorist ethno-state of Israel and their partners in crime, the United States of America. Have a great day.
The world is waking up to the truth about the white man. The world is seeing him for the shit starter that he is. For so long, you've believed that you were the bad people, you were the criminals. You thought that black people were worse than white people until you just found out recently that white people have been eating babies since Rome, since Greece. You start to connect the baby eating and the child sacrifice all the way back to Greece. You go all the way back in history and see that this is a heathenistic custom. The only way people are really able to stomach and see what they're doing is you just starting to look at it as this is just a white people thing. And that's how you looking at it. You're looking at it like, well, this is what white people do. This is a white people thing. Go ahead, Tamaki.
Man, so like if I could, you just click the bulb in my brain. Even like the history of Zeus was his father ate all the kids. was it him or Hercules? One of them? Like that's their father.
Yeah, Kronos. I think Kronos was the one that ate all of his kids, and his mother hid Zeus and gave his father a stone. Right. And then he came and unalive his father and freed his brothers and sisters out of his father's stomach. That is how the white man's culture has always been. What you got to understand is that that's not our culture. That's not who we are. We have always fought together. And they don't ever want you to see how we've always stood side by side. They don't want you to see how we've always stood for one another and been there for each other. I hear so many people say Hispanics can't be the children of Israel because they never been through slavery. You don't know history. You don't know that the slave trade was started with them. You don't know how they fought. Give me my last video. This is going to bring me right to where I need to go. You don't know how they fought for you time and time again. You talk about the Black Panthers, but then you forget about the Brown Berets. The Brown Berets and the Black Panthers put the food program in the hood together. Go ahead and play that out. Play that video.
So why don't we hear about it? So now, yo, they fought together. So why don't we hear about it? So now what if I told you that black and brown people actually built the revolution together, but they erased it from the books? Yeah, actually the Black Panthers and the Brown Berets teamed up, they patrolled police, fed the people, and they demanded justice together. And it doesn't just stop there. Afro-Mexicans fought alongside the indigenous in revolutions. Our paths are actually interwoven. And they saw the unity, so they infiltrated, divided, and buried the stories. And some of y'all let it. But we still here, still connected, still rising together. The excellence we achieve every day is real. So what have you been taught? What do you believe and what do you know?
Proof that black and brown power defeats white supremacy.
Give me Jeremiah 50 and 33. Jeremiah 50 and 33. The only way we're going to get out of this mindset is to first know the history that we have always stood side by side. That's the thing that's going to do, that's going to build the compassion, is to know that we've been bamboozled into believing that we've never been together when we've always been together through everything, even oppression. Read that.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 33. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom have been oppressed together. You looking for your brother in the African. You looking for your brother in a white man. When your brother is the one that's oppressed with you. They've been oppressed together, and the white man is always trying to join himself to your oppression. Because the only reason white poor people are being oppressed because rich white people hate poor white people. And they want to join, during the Black Panther Party, you had the Rainbow Coalition. That was the black, the brown, the Native Indians, and the poor whites. Yeah. The poor whites joined the Rainbow Coalition. That's what it was called before the Black Panther Party. Well, Judah and Israel has been oppressed together. Not Judah and the white man. No. Because, the Jewish man is a white man too. The Jewish man, he's just a white man that claims to be a Jew. He's no different than the white men in America and Switzerland and Russia and Germany. He's no different. He just gave himself a different class system by being Jewish. He's no different, but he hates his brother. And the hatred of your brother is white culture. That comes from white people. Black and brown people love our brothers. We love one another. Right. We die and kill for each other. That's our culture. Our culture is to fight for each other. I seen a video on TikTok, and this East Indian dude that worked behind the counter, he had like a fake black eye. And all the brothers was coming in there, and they was saying, "Hey, buddy, what happened to your eye? Oh, no, let's go. Shut the store down. We finna go get them." That's our culture. Our culture is to fight for the people we love. And we fought for America for so long because we loved America. We fought for the white man because we love the white man. You can't tell me about loving everybody. We've loved everybody. We've given our lives for every race, for every cause. We marched in every war. We fought in every war. We stood with everybody, but nobody has stood with us but Blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians. We are the only ones standing by each other when it's our time to be at pain. When a white woman wanted rights, Black women marched with her. When the Chinese wanted rights, Black people marched with Chinese people. But when Blacks and Hispanics go through everything that they go through, no Asian, no white man, no East Indian in sight. When they say pray for Palestine, guess who praying for Palestine? Niggas, Mexicans. I'm watching Mexicans wrapping rosary beads all around their hands, praying to Mother Mary for Palestine. But nobody praying for Mexico. Nobody praying for Venezuela. No problem. We're not going to ask you to pray no more. Because now we see that Judah and Israel are the ones that are being oppressed together. Keep going.
The children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Mm-hmm.
All that took them captive held them fast.
And everybody that had blacks and Hispanics, they held us tight. And they did what?
And they refused to let them go.
And they refused to let us go. As the white man is starting to see that we are waking up and we're about to be free, what happened in Egypt? We said we wanted to go out into the wilderness 3 days just to thank the Lord, just to praise our God. What did Pharaoh say? Hell no. You niggas got too much time on y'all hands. Oh, I'm finna give y'all more work to do. He refused to let us go. To this day, right now, we starting to see each other as family. What do? Refuse to let us go. They don't want us in their country, but they don't want us joined together. They just want us dead. And that's why Christ said time must be shortened, because if not, no flesh will be saved. And you got to understand that this is the fight that we fighting. We fighting for our lives every day. And then you come in the truth and you decide to serve the Lord, and then you come in here, but then you half-ass serve the Lord. You can't half-ass serve the Lord. And do you know why people half-ass serve the Lord? Because of who's watching them. That's the thing that makes so many people leave the truth. The people that's watching, the people that surround them, the people that's not going to be able to adapt to their new life, the people that's not going to be able to see this new thing, this new walk. They be like, dang, bro, you tripping. You on something different. Dang, sis, you just letting your man have another wife? Oh, sis, you tripping. You are going to stop serving God because of what people think about you. And that has happened all over the Bible. That has happened all over the Bible. And when you read it as, oh man, they so wicked. But you don't see when you do it how wicked it is. Don't worry. We're going to read about you in the new Bible, in the new history of our people. Give me 1 Samuel 15. Go ahead, Yaganah.
I got a question out of one.
Go ahead.
Being new in this truth, it's been like 4 years now, and teaching people, it's easier to teach somebody that ain't been to church than to teach a Christian. Why is that?
It's easy to teach somebody that doesn't go to church because they're not religious. They're practical. So people that's not religious, it's easier for them to realize and understand this because this is practical. This makes sense. Nigga, that people in the world, they logic of life is be the change you want to see. So logically, to a person that's not religious, if I want to see change in the community, each one teach one. I change my life. I teach him to change his life. He applies it. He changed. He teaches kids. His kids go in the community. They teach other kids. We all teach more people. And then the community change from one person changing. That's practical. But to a religious person, nah, God gonna change me. God knows my heart. I'm waiting on the Lord. God know I can't be perfect. The religious people blames their sin on God. And then they try to get you to serve the God of sin. Christians' God is the God of sin because he can't stop you from sinning. He loves your sin. He loves you in your sin. The God of the Bible hates sin. And he wants you to be perfect. That's why it's easier to teach somebody that's not religious. Because practically it makes sense. If I want to change, I gotta change. That's it. Practically. not religious. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 15. Read verse 1 through 3.
It's the book of 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 1. Samuel also said unto Saul, the Lord sent me to anoint thee to be king over his people, over Israel. Now, therefore, hearken thou unto the voice of the words of the Lord. Verse 2. Thus said the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel.
Stop. Soon as the Lord got a king, the Lord started calling out his ops. He's like, hey, I can raise you up to be the king. All right, so this first order of business, the Lord said he remembered what Amalek did to his people. That's the God we serve. You think God is about all love and forgiveness. God remembers his ops. And you don't understand that you are making yourself opposition to the Lord. You are Opwathian. You are Opwat. You are Opium. That's what you are. You're not a brother. You're not a sister. You are op to the Lord. You're an enemy. And you are making yourself known as an enemy. How? By what you do. Keep going.
I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt. Verse 3. Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have.
No, go love them and give them another chance.
Utterly destroy all that they have.
Some of they have.
All.
Keep the money and the fine flour and the good looking goats.
Destroy all.
Go ahead.
Destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass.
This is what God told his king to do as soon as he was raised up. The Lord had Saul be raised up. He said, first order of business, we're going to destroy all of Amalek. You know what Saul said? You know what Saul said? What did Saul say? Tamakia?
Salaki had one. Are you talking about when he's supposed to kill the Amalek?
No, what did he say after he got the order?
He said Kana will come, but he didn't complete the order. Kana will come.
What did he say?
He said Kana will come.
What he said? He said Kana will come. Come, sir. See, a lot of people think because they say Kana will come that they good. That they doing what they said they were supposed to do. Hey, Salakia, hey, I need you to do this. Kana will come. Then you come back and you say, I asked you to do this. Oh, yeah, about that. That's how you in the truth. You come up in here, you are, come, sir. Come, sir. And you don't do a damn thing nobody tell you to do. The Lord gave the order. And the Saul said, come, sir, I'm going to go out and I'm going to whoop their ass and I'm going to do exactly what you said. Read verse 8.
Sir. Verse 8. And he took Agag, a king of the Amalekites, alive.
He did what?
He took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword.
Keep going.
Verse 9. But Saul and the people spared Agag.
But what?
But Saul and the people spared. But Saul and the people.
And the people. You see, the people is involved in this again. See how the people make you sway your judgment on what you should do, what's right and what's wrong, because the people are involved. That's the reason you can't follow the Lord, because you got the people behind you in your ear telling you that maybe we should just kill Agag. Kill the people, but not the king. Because remember, we can bring Agag back to the house and build the morale up of the people. Everybody see the king. We bring him in, flood him around, beat his ass in front of everybody, and build up the morale of the people. That's not what the Lord said to do, though. The people can get your ass beat. The people can get you punished. Your family, your friends that you're trying to impress and live for can be the reason you're not moving forward in the truth and being solid, because you still holding on for the people. You may not buy that grandbaby a birthday gift on their birthday, but you're gonna buy it for them 2 or 3 days later. You ain't gonna go to the birthday party, but you're gonna send them a little birthday gift in the mail. And your daughter gonna be like, "This is from Granny. This is from Pawpaw." And then the baby gonna call you and say, "Pawpaw, Granny, I got my PlayStation 5. Oh yeah, baby, I don't celebrate birthdays no more, but I had to give my little snickle punks a little gift." You are not doing nothing. You a hypocrite for the people. So now when your children grow up and they are hypocrites, they got it from their mama. They got it from you. Keep going.
Verse 9. But Saul and the people spared Agag and the best of the sheep and of the ox and of the fatlings and the lambs and all that was good, and would not utterly destroy them. But everything that was vile and refused, that they destroy utterly.
See, the things that they wanted to destroy, that they saw, that's what they got rid of. So openly in public, they got rid of the things that looked like it should be destroyed. Oh, this was a raggedy pair of shoes. We're going to burn that. Oh, but look at these Balenciagas. I'm going to have to take these Balenciagas to the house. What's this silk? What's that velvet? Let me go ahead and get that velvet and bring that up out of here. They went in there and they didn't take and destroy utterly everything. Well, now you're about to see how the Lord feels about your little order tweak. Drop down to verse 20.
Verse 20. And Saul said unto Samuel, Yea, I have destroyed, yea, I have obeyed the voice of the Lord and have gone the way which the Lord sent me.
Stop. What did Saul say he did?
Let's say he followed the order.
He said, I did what you told me to do, sir. Come on, sir. I did exactly what you told me to do. Now listen to his breakdown. Go ahead.
I have obeyed the voice of the Lord and have gone the way which the Lord sent me, and have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Amalekites.
Keep going.
Verse 22. But the people took of the spoil. But the people.
But the who?
The people.
Go ahead.
Took of the spoil, sheep and ox, the chief of the things which have been utterly destroyed, to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God in Gilgad.
Who did Saul blame everything on?
The people.
The people. And that's what you think you're going to do. You think you're going to be able to blame not doing what the Lord told you to do on stress. I'm going through a lot. I needed the weed. You know how it is. You know I be stressed out. I'm broke. I need to go ahead and get high. You know, but my baby, she want to see birthday parties. She got them at the school. I had to get a little Christmas gift. Oh, well, I let them. You want to blame everything on everybody else, just like Adam did. But Adam got in order, and Adam said, "Khan out of one khan." Saul got in order, and Saul said, "Yes, Lord, yes, I'm going to do it." And he didn't do it. And he thought he did it because he tweaked it the way he thought it should be done. Now listen to what the Lord got to say about that. Go ahead.
Verse 22. And Samuel said, it's like, and the Lord has great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices, as in obeyed the voice of the Lord.
Do you think the Lord give a damn about a sacrifice more than you just doing what the hell he said to do? Is that what you think this is? Keep going.
As in obeying the voice of the Lord, behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams.
Keep going.
Verse 22. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
Read that again.
For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
Obedience is better than sacrifice, but rebellion is like witchcraft. That's how evil it is to the Lord. It's not a small thing. It's not well, I thought it wasn't that big of a deal. That's not how the Lord see it. See, you keep looking at things the way you want to look at it, and you want God to see through your eyes, while God wants you to see through his eyes. He wants you to see through his eyes and just do what the hell he says to do. Go ahead.
And stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he has also, because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he has also rejected thee from being king.
Hey, he got fired on his day off. He got fired as soon as he got in office. He got in office, got anointed, got fired. And now he was still the king for years. But you know what he didn't have with him? Huh? The Lord. He was the man. He was in the truth. He was walking in the school. He's standing in the school right here with you, side by side, arms linked up, saluting at the cookout, cooking and moving tables and chairs and helping you. But you know what's gone from him forever? The Spirit. And David said, Lord, if you do anything, please don't take your Spirit from me. The Spirit of the Lord is why you're in the school, because that's what you want. You want the zeal of the Lord to do his work, to do his will, to fight, to stand against the things that he want to destroy. That's what you want. You don't want to just be here because it looks like it's cool. You want to look like you were, some type of rebel. No, you come in here because you want to obey better than sacrifice. Well, this is what happened to you. Now, Saul had to be king for another, 20-something years without the Spirit of God with him. And you know what had to happen? A lot of people had to die. A lot of wars had to be lost. And other men had to be raised up in his stead. And you know what started to happen to Saul? He started to hate righteous men. He started to look at his brothers that he loved once upon a time. And he started to hate them. He started to hate them because they loved God and he didn't. Listen at what he said. Keep going.
Verse 24. And Saul said unto Samuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of the Lord and thy words, Because I feared the people and obeyed their voice.
I feared who?
I feared the people.
You see how we keep hearing about the people? The people is the reason you're going to leave the school. The people, your loneliness, your stomach, your lust, your desire to fit in with the civilization and everything around you, with society. That's why you're not going to be able to stand through the long haul of fighting in the truth. That's why you're not going to make it. Because of the people. He feared the people. Keep going.
It's like a come. Verse 25.
Verse 24.
Because I feared the people and obeyed their voice.
Go ahead.
Verse 25. Now, therefore, I pray thee, pardon my sin and turn again with me, that I may worship the Lord.
Go ahead.
Verse 26. And Samuel said unto Saul, I will not return with thee, for thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, and the Lord have rejected thee from being king over Israel.
Yikes. Let me tell you something now. The Lord rejected Saul, and nobody knew it. Nobody knew that he was rejected but Samuel the prophet and himself. And you don't want to be in that situation to where the Lord rejects you because you choose the people over him. First and foremost, the Lord never wanted us to have a king because he never wanted us to be like the people. So he gave us a king because we wanted it. The Lord was giving the people what they wanted. And then the leader became a people's king. You know what the Lord always wanted from his king? A king that was after mine own heart. You come in the truth to be after the heart of the Lord, to do what the Lord wants you to do instead of what you want to do, instead of how you think things should move. That's why you're here. If you want to be a hypocrite, you can go anywhere in the earth to be a hypocrite. But you come in here to be after the Lord's heart. That's why you're here. All right, let me get Matthew 21. This is gonna help you understand how, people love you 1 minute. And start at verse 6.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 21, verse 6. And the disciples went and did as Yahushua commanded them. Verse 7. And brought the ass and the colt and put on their clothes, and they set him thereon. Verse 8. And a very great multitude spread their garments in the way. Other cut down branches of the tree and strawed them in the way. Verse 9. And in the multitudes that went before, that followed, cried, saying, Hosanna, Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord.
Let me tell you, man, the multitude of people saw Christ coming down the street riding on a donkey. They took palm trees off the tree, which is a sign that the king is here. And they waved palms at his feet. And they said, Hosanna, Hosanna. Blessed be, what did it say? Blessed be the what?
Blessed be
he that cometh in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest. He giving them praise. Right? The next week, them same people was out there saying crucify him. The same people that was with him saying Hosanna, Hosanna, that walked with him, he fed the 5,000. This is the 5,000 saying Hosanna. Where was these people at? In the truth. Right there with Christ, and Christ was teaching, and he's showing you how it is to be in the truth. How it is to have somebody right here with you that's supposed to love you, and they don't. They hate you because you do love the Lord. And there's so many people that come in here, and we all come in here because we love the Lord. We come in here because we choose to turn our back on the world, and it hurts you so bad for these people that you thought y'all were on one accord with. You thought you were on one accord with, for them to leave you for the very world that we supposed to turn against. That's heartbreaking. But guess what? Christ went through it. He went through it on a much larger scale. Christ built a school, and everybody in the school was not with him when he left. They all turned his back on him. His partner that said he would never turn his back cussed him out before the rooster crowed in hours. His right-hand man. That's what happened when the going get tough. Let me tell you something about the Pharisees and the Sadducees. There are a lot of people that are Pharisees and Sadducees spiritually that may walk among you. And the only way you're going to know if they're not, by what they do. Not by them saying "Come out of one kind," because anybody can say "Come out of one kind," but to follow the order proves who you're really with. Give me verse 33. Same chapter.
Verse 33. Here another parable. There was a certain householder which planted a vineyard and hedged it round about, and digged winepress in it, and built a tower, and let it out to a husband. So like a husbandman, and went into a far country.
So there's a certain man that had this land, and he built up a city and left it to people. The husbandman, that's the farmer. That's the man that's over the garden, over the land. So Christ is saying, you are in a vineyard that don't belong to you, and you were left in charge of the vineyard. Keep going.
Verse 34. And when the time of the fruit drew near, he sent the servants to the husbandman.
You know who the servants are? You are the servants. The prophets of God are the servants. And now, when it's time to bring the people in, we got to go out and battle the husbandmen. That's the Christian church. That's the religious leaders, the politicians. Keep going.
What was I at? That they might receive the fruits of it. Verse 35. And the husbandman took his servants and beat one and killed another and stoned another.
So he take the prophets of God, beat them, stone them, and kill them. He take the men of God that do the work of God and brutalize them. Keep going.
Come. Verse 36. Again, he sent another servant more than the first, and they did unto them likewise.
So then he said, maybe it was just that group of men. So let me send out more prophets, more than the first. Let me not send out, a handful of prophets. Let me send out a bigger group. Keep going.
Come. Verse 37. But last of them, he sent unto them his sons, saying, they will reverence my son.
He said, you know what? They killing my prophets, but you know who they won't kill? My son. They'll respect my son because they know he my son. Keep going.
Verse 38. But when the husbandmen saw the son, they said among themselves, this is the hair. How you say this? The heir. Come, let us kill him. And let us kill him.
They looked at him and said, this is the Son of God. This is the heir of the throne. This is the king. Let's kill him. Keep going.
This is the heir. Come, let us kill him. And let us seize on his inheritance.
And let us do what?
And let us seize on his inheritance.
Yeah, let us take his inheritance too. Let us get him out of the way and just sit on the throne and rule forever and ever without him. And that's what so many people think they're going to do. You think you're going to get to the kingdom of heaven without going through the straight gate. You think you're going to be able to enter in another way. You think that you're going to be able to be a Yeshua Israelite, and you're going to be able to join the ranks of the righteous when no one holds you accountable because you're a hypocrite. You need someone to help govern you. That's what this whole system is set up for. That's what Christ gave his life for, so that we can come together and we can have a structure that governs us. But you're not governed. You're a vagabond. Keep going.
Verse 39. And they caught him and cast him out of the vineyard and slew him. Verse 40. When the Lord therefore of the vineyard cometh, what will he do unto those husbandmen?
Keep going.
Verse 41. They said unto him, he will miserably destroy those wicked men and will let out his vineyard unto other husbandmen, which shall render him the fruits in their seasons.
Keep going.
Verse 42. Jesus said unto them,
like, you know what's going to happen? Everybody that you looked up to for so long and respected, your TD Jakes and your Creflo Dollars and your Joel Osteens and your religious leaders and your Martin Luther Kings, they have now been cast away. They've been kicked out of the garden, out of the vineyard. They no longer the husbandmen. Now, even white people stand up and say, hey, how are you the Jews? You don't have no history here. You don't have any language here. You don't have. Now everybody's starting to wake their eyes up to what we've been saying, because there are new husbandmen coming into the garden, new men coming into the vineyard, because they are the ones that rejected Christ. We're not rejecting them. Keep going.
Verse 42. Jesus said unto them, do ye never read in the scriptures, the stone which the builders rejected, the same has become the head of the corner. This is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes.
Keep going.
Verse 43. Therefore say I unto you, the kingdom of God shall be taken from you and given to a nation, bringing forth the fruits thereof.
Let me tell you, the kingdom of God has been taken from a wicked nation, and now it's being given to a righteous nation. Brothers and sisters that come up in here, we are cleaning you up. The thing that we pride ourselves on is what? What do we pride ourselves on? What is the thing that makes us know we're not like anyone else? Go ahead.
Being reborn.
Yeah, but give me another phrase. What's something that we know we are that nobody else is? We're not, I'm sorry, we're not this, but everyone else is.
Hypocrite.
Yes. That's what we pride ourselves on, not being hypocrites. Everybody else, we hypocrite. They all some hypocrites. Everybody else is just fake, fraud, phony, not real. And you come in here to fight against hypocrisy. That's what you fight against in here. What is your job to do? Find more fruit like you that want to be like you. Find more people like you that want to bear good fruit, because no bad tree can bear good fruit. No, you can't. It's impossible. So your job is to find more people that's tired of the world, that don't care about what people say, that don't care about following them. Because one minute somebody that's a hypocrite can say they with you, and the next minute they can say they not with you. Give me one more scripture. Give me Luke 23. Luke 23. Sheesh. You ready?
Come on. You want me to start at 1? 28.
Give me verse 11.
Come.
Now, you know, Pilate did not want to crucify Christ. And he was trying his best not to crucify Christ. So what he found out was Christ was from Galilee. So he was like, all right, well, let's go talk to Herod. Now, him and Herod, they not even friends. They lightweight beefing. Read what you got.
The book of Luke, chapter 23, verse 11. And Herod, with his men of war, set him at naught and mocked him and arrayed him in a, how you say,
his robe.
Damn. Say it again.
Gorgeous robe.
Oh yeah, gorgeous. Like I know that word. It just slipped on my in a gorgeous robe, and sent him again to Pilate. Verse 12. And the same day, Pilate and Herod were made friends together. For before they were at enmity between themselves.
Listen, because this was happening, they became friends with each other. They found, because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But Pilate still didn't want to unalive him. So Pilate was trying to now use his new made friendship with Herod to spare Christ. Go ahead, read that.
Verse 13. And Pilate, when he had called together the chief priests and the rulers and the people, verse 14, said unto them, ye have brought this man unto me as one that perverted the people. And behold, having examined him before you, have found no fault in this man touching those things whereof ye accuse him. Verse 15. No, nor yet no, nor yet Herod, for I sent you to him, and lo, nothing worthy of death is done unto him. Verse 16. I will therefore chastise him and release him.
He's like, listen, man, I don't know why y'all so mad at this brother, but I'll just whoop his ass and send him on his way. That's what he's like, listen, if y'all want some type of justice, don't worry about it. I'll just whoop him and send him on his way. I'll release him. Now he's talking to a multitude of Israelites. There's two white men on the podium with Christ and another man standing there, and they're talking to the crowd of Jews, of Israelites, right? The same group of people that was standing on the streets, fanning Christ, saying, Hosanna, Hosanna. But Christ said something that they didn't agree with. Christ said, he said something about eat of my flesh and drink of his blood. And they didn't understand that argument. They was like, this man speaks heresy. This man speaks of evil. He's not the man we thought he was. He's an evil man. And that happens a lot. A lot of times people are looking for something in class so that they can have a reason to leave the truth. Oh, the general said what? Oh man, that's blasphemy. When you know, if somebody was to tell about all the things that you do, you would have been stoned. If somebody brings your wife to come and sit on the podium and to tell all the things that you do, you know, yikes. Keep going.
Verse 17. For of necessity he must release one unto them at the feast. Verse 18. And they cried out all at once, saying, away with this man and release unto us Barabbas.
He said, away with this man and release unto us Barabbas. Now let's see who Barabbas is. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Who for a certain sedition made in the city and for murder was cast into prison.
This man for certain was a murderer. Christ had committed no crimes, done no wrong, but this man that they were saying to free was an absolute murderer. But they were saying, let him go. Keep going.
Verse 20.
And can you just imagine somebody that's an absolute adulteress looking at you and talking about your marriage? Somebody that's an absolute liar looking at you and saying that you're a liar? Somebody that's an absolute criminal, evil person have the audacity to sit up and try to judge you. Can you imagine that? Could you imagine what Christ was going through? And all these people are people that he loved and fought with and stood by. And now he's looking at them as they cry out to let the murderer go. Imagine that your brother that you was standing with and feeding and healing his mama and making his daddy walk and making the lame to see and counseling them and breaking bread with them and making food for them and spending time with them and building a relationship with them. And now you look out into the crowd and they are talking shit about you. You read the comments and they in the comments talking about you. You look on the screen and they making a video about you. Do you know how that feels? Do you know how it feels to have someone that was so close to you that you love just slap you in the face and turn into an enemy? Well, that's following Christ, right? Because Christ saw everybody he stood with and stood for and gave his life for stand up and say, keep reading.
Come, verse 20. Pilate, therefore, willing to release Yahushua, spake again to them. Verse 22. But they cried, saying, crucify him, crucify him.
He said what?
Crucify him, crucify him.
What did his partner say to him?
Crucify him, crucify him.
People that he healed and fed and took care of, they yelled out to the police and said what?
Crucify him, crucify him.
Yeah, this is what you're going to have to understand being in the truth. Your mama going to call the laws on you and say he in the cult. When they start persecuting, people are going to make sure you get persecuted first. Why? Because you follow Christ. the people have always been the enemy to righteousness. And if you can lock that in your mind, you have to ignore the voices of the people. Because the people are the reason you are weak in your righteousness. The people are the ones that won't let you forgive yourself. Yeah, we've all done things that we all deserve to be crucified for, but don't let the people remind you of who you used to be. Because now that you're in here, you are not that person anymore. And if you are that person, you're in the right place to change. Right. If you are still messing up and doing things that's wrong, you're in the perfect place to get help. But call and get help before someone tries to expose you. Because you know who's going to make sure everyone know that you are not sincere? Tamaki?
Satan.
Nah. Well, you're Satan. But who's going to make sure that you never look like a righteous man? Who's going to make sure the world knows that you are a hypocrite? That he say he in that school, he trying to be better, but he not. Who's going to make sure you never get the pat on your back for changing? Tamaki.
The people.
The people. Remember that. Remember that the people don't love you. The people never love you. The people never will love you. The people never will give you props for the change that you've done. The people will always remember your sins. You better remember that. But what you better do is you better fight against the people. You better fight against everything that they've told you and how they tried to destroy you and how they try to destroy you. And you better become a new creature in Christ. That's what you better do. Because the people not on your side. Your family is not on your side. We went and buried my brother the other day. We went and buried my brother and all his family that hate us. All 10 of them. All 10 of them that can't stand us, that couldn't stand what we was doing for him, that was never there for him when he needed help, that wasn't there for him when he needed food or clothes, or when he needed to be bailed out of jail, or if he needed a bill paid, or if he needed a place to stay. None of those family members were there. But the people were sure there to talk noise about him, sure there to oppress him, sure there to find out what he had when he left. That's what the people are here to do. The people are here to beat you with sore strokes, even in your death. Not so. Not here. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that here. We're going to love each other. We're going to love each other in life and death. We're going to stand there. We feel that little church thing up from wall to wall. Brothers standing all in the hallways. Brothers standing, they wasn't nowhere to sit. We was all over the floor, everywhere. We took care of our brother like we did in life. We took care of him in death the same way we did in life. Fuck the people.
Right.
We don't give a damn about the people. The people ain't never did nothing but hurt us. Now, don't be the people in here. Don't come in here and be the people. We already got the people out there that we fighting against. Everything else outside the truth is something we got to fight against. Do not be the people beside me. Baba Kushar, please. Be somebody standing next to me in here that I know is standing next to me. Give me 1 John 2:19.
It's the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 19. They went out from us.
This is how you know who the people are. Who's the people? They do what?
They went out from us, but they were not of us.
This is why they left. They left us because they were not of us. They were among us, but they could never align with us. They could fix plates and they could cook. They could sweep floors and move tables and chairs. They could set up camp equipment and they could speak. but they could never be righteous. They could never stand through the test of time. Go ahead, Yaganan.
Salakia, sir. Can I be excused?
Absolutely.
Okay, I gotta get up at 4. Salakia.
Hey, how about Shem Yahweh Shabrak the water for coming up?
All right.
They've been out from us because they were not of us. You know what they were? They were of the world. That's what they were. They were not of us, but they were of the world. Keep going.
Okay. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us.
If they really would have been in the truth, they would have stayed in the truth. This is how you know who's really in the truth. Because of what you do. Because you stay here. You stand here and you don't move. You don't say, I'm one West till you bury me, and then you leave before you're buried. My brother Karan was one West till we buried him. He one West right now in the graves. And my brother Kodash gave him a headpiece. And I know when Christ returned, he gonna have that headpiece in his hand. That's why it was given to him. So we can see him with the headpiece in his hand when he walk up. That's gonna blow my mind out. When I see him, I'm gonna say, oh my damn, he got the headpiece in his hand. Good night. It's in his hand. That's the headpiece Kadash gave him. That's where we gonna know this is how we gonna know if you with us, because you're gonna be with us until the end. Keep going.
But they that went out, that they might be made manifest.
Why did they leave? Why, wait, you can't fly past that. Why did they leave? That they might be what?
Made manifest that they were not all of us.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever leave the truth.
Right.
Whatever you fighting, get help in the truth. Don't go to the people for help. Don't go to the therapist for help and leave the truth. Don't drown yourself in the pill bottle. Don't drown yourself in the blunt. Don't drown yourself in the liquor bottle. If you're gonna drown yourself in the bottle, come and get counsel in the truth. I can respect a brother that's fighting his demons in here. I respect it. Be in here and mess up and get counsel and take the checking and keep fighting and staying in here and keep fighting. I respect that, because at least you showing that you're trying to be here. But when you leave, what you show, but that you never was here. Keep going.
Verse 20. But ye having, how you say that, unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. Verse 21. I have not written unto you because ye know not the truth, but because ye know it.
This is why I'm telling you this. I'm not telling you this because you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. We in here, we experience this. We know what it's like to be in the truth. All of us have had family members turn out they back on us. Lost jobs, lost friends, lost kids, lost wives, husbands, lost people that's close to you, mother, father. Why? Because you decide to serve the Lord. You're going to have to understand that walking this walk is hard. This is not easy. It's not supposed to be easy, but it's worth it, because what we have in here is real. What's going on out there with the people, that's not real. That's fake. And they're going to see how fake it is in a few minutes. It's being exposed more and more every day. Give me John 15. It's being exposed more and more every single day. And there's nowhere else to look. There's nowhere else to turn. Read verse 17. So blacks and Hispanics, this is what we got to do. We got to come together and love each other. Read verse 17.
Come on, come on. This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 17. These things I command you, that ye love one another.
This is what you got to know. We got to love each other. That's what we got to do. While the world is fighting against us, while the people is hating us, while the white man is sending military after us, the police, the ICE, the federales, the La Deltas, the Delta Force, the CIA, the FBI, all the three-letter agencies, sending everybody after us. All we got is each other. And we got to love each other. Keep going.
Verse 17. Oh, it's like verse 18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
If the world hates you, it's because it hated him first. You are the representative of him right now. So that means you're going to get the treatment they gave him. They didn't kill Christ because they loved him. They killed him because they hated him. They said crucified him to a man that gave his life for them. Keep going.
Verse 19. If you were of the world would love his own.
When you were smoking weed, the world what?
Of the world would love his own.
You was being a hoe and a pimp, the world what?
Would love his own.
When you sold drugs, the world what?
The world would love his own.
You was never not invited to a family event. The world loved you. Go ahead.
But because ye are not of the world.
Because you are not what?
Of the world.
Because you are not like them anymore. What?
But I have chosen you out of the world. Therefore the world hated you.
Now, get ready for the hate. All I want to say is, let the world hate us, but let's not hate us in here. Let us love one another. You hear, Christ is talking to the men he's leaving behind, and he's trying to let them know it's already going to be hard enough. Y'all can't hate each other. That's why he started it with, y'all got to love ye one another. Because the world going to hate you because you represent me. So you can't hate each other. We don't have room for hate for each other no more. The time is over with. It's time for us now to sorely focus on each other. I say it all the time. I love blacks and Hispanics so much, I don't love nobody else. I don't have room to love nobody else. I don't have the energy. I only have enough energy to love mine. That's it. Treat your love like your money. You ain't paying my rent. Who rent you paying? Yours. Because you only got enough money for your own bills. Treat your love like that. You only got enough love for your own family. You don't got enough love for the whole planet Earth. Keep going.
Verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord.
Who did he say that to? He said that to his disciples. Remember what I told you. The servant is not greater than the Lord. You no greater than me. That's what Christ is telling you. You're not better than me. It's not going to be any different from you, for you. Keep going.
If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
If they persecuted Christ, best believe you finna get that persecution. Go ahead.
If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also.
And if they really follow Christ, then they will listen to what we say, because what are we saying? What Christ said. He's trying to show you the hatred that they have for you proves they don't love the Lord, they don't love Christ. That's the only way they can hate you. Even with them hating you, guess what? You still love them. You know who else did that? Christ. Because as they said, crucify him, Christ died on the cross and said, Father, forgive them, because they know not what they do. That's the spirit of Christ. They don't have that. Keep going.
Verse 20, verse 21. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me.
They doing this because you represent me, but they don't know the Lord that sent you. They hating me, so they hating you. But they don't know that we both represent the Most High. Remember that when somebody tells you how dumb you are and how you shouldn't do what you're doing. Remember that. Keep going. Go all the way down to 25 and I'm going to be done.
Verse 22. It's like, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin.
If I wouldn't have came and told them, then they wouldn't have known that they were sinning. You know that if we wouldn't have went out on the streets and said that pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster was against God, that 90% of Christians would have never known that that was even in the Bible. Because when you're a Christian, you only read from Matthew to Revelations. You don't read the Old Testament because you think the law is done away with. If we wouldn't have came out and taught the people what we teach, they would have never known that they were even sinning. Keep going.
If I had not if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin.
Now they don't have nothing to cover them anymore. They don't have nothing to cover their sin no more because you exposed it. You exposed it. And every time you go on the street, you expose their lifestyles. Now they don't have nothing to cover up anymore. The only thing left is the punishment. Keep going.
Verse 23. He that hated me hated my Father also.
Read it again.
He that hated me hated my Father also.
He that hates us, they hate the Most High. And you got to remember that. The people that talk so much evil against us, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal at all, because it's just the hatred of God that they have in them, because they only hate the Most High. Keep going.
Verse 24. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin.
Come on.
But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father.
Go ahead.
25. But this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law. They hated me without a cause.
They hate you without what?
Without a cause.
Let me tell you something. They hate us for no reason. Everything that we showed them, everything that the miracle that you showed them by changing your life is all the miracle they need to see. Them seeing you change, that's all they need to see. That's enough power of God in their face. Just remember, they hate you for no reason. That should help you sleep at night. There is nothing you can do to stop them from hating you. But as soon as you do something bad in front of them, they're going to tell you, see, I was just finna come to class. I was just thinking about coming into the truth. But when you did that, oh man, nah, I'm good now. No, you wasn't. No. Just remember, that's what the demon wants. The demon wants you to stay in guilt. The demon wants you to stay in feeling bad and not forgiving yourself. Don't give the demon nothing to boast about. Be ye perfect, as your Father in heaven is perfect. You can do it. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. You can do it. If you want to know how to do it, come get in class. We'll show you. We'll show you. Is there any other questions?
Unless somebody come in right now, sir. This looks wild.
All right. With that, we're gonna get up out of here. Y'all pay y'all tithes, man. Y'all make sure y'all pay y'all Passover fee. The Passover gonna be in Houston, Texas. It's gonna be an amazing event. Make sure you get your hotel. If you don't have a hotel, if you want to get in the hotel, give me a call or the camp leaders. We'll give you the information for the hotel. You know, it's gonna be a glorious event. You make sure you show up, pay a $200 and come up in this Passover. You're gonna get the lamb slaughter on Wednesday. You're gonna get the scripture breakdown on Thursday, the black party on Friday, and the children party, the Passover, and the Feast of Unleavened Bread for $200 for everyone over 17. That's a steal. You're gonna eat for free, you're gonna drink, you're gonna have a great time. Come down and join and enjoy the UPK, the brotherhood and the sisterhood that we got in this school. All right. With that, we give brothers a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbarakatham. To the sisters, Yahweh Shema Allah Thun by Hashem Yahweh Shah. With that, shalom.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.